we help keep each other. We have a tendency to teeter both
Yeah.
ways. But what I'll say, bro, any sense into you because I think in so many cases we're not mad, and that's part of the problem. Let's not talk about the fact that she the mayor. That's our sister.
That's
You know,
absolutely.
that's our mother, that's our auntie. And in too many cases, we have allowed man and the black child, but more specifically the black woman,
Right.
to be the white man symbol to do whatever they want to with, and we not going for that shit.
Right.
And I like to thank you and salute you for getting up and shaking us all, you know, to remind us, because sometimes we see it so much on movies. You know,
Yeah.
I see so many agendas on just about everything that I watch, man, that we become desensitized
True.
to the stuff that they're doing. And I can't imagine the pressure that she's under, because I think they've been experimenting with our people from day one.
Absolutely.
And you know, regardless of how we feel individually, part of the problem is that we are so dissected in the moves that we make, and regardless of how you feel, we have to create a united front, and we got to stand with that system,
That's right.
not just politically, but physically, because I
Right.
think one of the things that they're doing with this pandemic is testing, you know, the America in general, to see how they react in any situation.
True.
So what needs to go on is people need to know, however y'all do it, we're not taking no disrespect, not for her,
That's right.
you know.
I agree. I mean, I totally agree. And I mean, I really I want our people to see what we see.
Mm-hmm.
I want our people to see what we see. But of course, you know what I'm saying? I was taught this, you know, that you wake a person up too fast, too soon, they're going to want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know what I'm saying, they have to get their bearings.
Yeah. And Tip, it took a long time for me and you to get our bearings too.
That's true. I'm still getting mine. But I think that it's imperative that we understand, man, that right now ain't the time to put our leisure and our comfort before the safety and health and wellness and of the greater good of others. Like, we got to consider the most vulnerable in this situation. And people in the comments that are asking solution, very simple, man. Just stay home, man. I mean, do what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go. Like, ain't no need to be going out and mixing, grouping, and gathering. There's no need to do that. You dig what I'm saying? If that's what you do, then you showing a blatant disregard for the health and wellness of the most vulnerable ones of our people in our community. And we can't afford to do that. None of us can.
And even if that's what you decide to do, don't make it be publicly known. Like right now, we need solidarity, and we know there's gonna be those that do what they do. But like, keep your phones off, man. I think we are turning into dry snitches without knowing it. Just because you doing something don't mean the whole world got to do it.
Yeah.
Right now, that sister has made a decision. She is our leader. So regardless of how we feel personally,
Right.
do what you do, but you don't have to let the world know, because what you do is,
Right.
if you do that, then you show white supremacy without you even knowing that you're standing in line with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
just keep it to yourself.
Yeah. But you know, we not. I mean, you see, I think one thing that's important to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, a coward is gonna send a message
Mm-hmm.
when you don't, like, he gonna throw a rock and hide his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna send a message with no direction pointed back at him. See, I'm putting my face on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean this shit I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we riding with Keisha. So
everything that we do, bro, we put our face on it. That's what I tell people.
absolutely.
Every move that we make, everything that we say, we can't hide from being Tip and Banner.
Nah,
Everything that we do. You know, and I want people to know after all this is over, we still gotta stand on it.
that's right.
Regardless. We gotta live with everything that we do and say. And just because you may not be in the position of light like we are, you gotta stand on what you say too. We
Yeah.
gotta use this opportunity. I posted something this morning. I said, don't rush to go back to sleep. And what I mean by that is this pandemic has offered a lot of our people opportunity to see that it's some shit that ain't right.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
real.
and don't rush to go back to that same old shit because we see that this shit is broken.
That's right.
So take your time. Like this is an
Yeah.
opportunity for us to rest, get our shit together,
That's right.
strategize and plan. Because you know we've been doing that. So
Yeah.
it's as long as we can do that, as long as we can start figuring this shit out, man, and implement some stuff when this shit do open back up, that's what we need to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, bro. And the one thing we can't afford to do is nothing. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the luxury of just sitting around and doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You dig? If you know, like for instance, some people have to, they don't have, the way they situation set up, they got to go to work every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They may be essential workers, they may be in a financial situation that doesn't allow them necessarily to sit tight like everybody else. And that's understandable. But look, man, make sure, man, you drink warm liquids. You know what I'm saying? Like have you some tea 3 times a day, man. Drink room temperature water, man, every 20 minutes, man. So you can go. You got to get yourself together. Take you some elderberry, some zinc, vitamin C,
Mm-hmm.
vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together, man. Boost your
Hey,
immune system.
I want to tell y'all something to add on to what a lot of the stuff that Dr. Sebe and Dr. Africa have been teaching us, I cook with it now. Like I
Right.
put it in everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? It's like we are being ready for this shit. It's gonna happen again. I
Mm,
mean, economically, I mean, physically,
right.
all the shit that we learning now that we need to do because we have to, we got to keep this shit going. It has to become a lifestyle.
Right.
You know, I told people about, don't donate money to causes. I said, yeah, we should donate money to causes that's happening now, but we need to hold some back so that when this shit happen again, we're already prepared for it. Because we know these folk playing with us, man.
That's
You
right.
know?
That's real.
So, start doing this shit every day, even when there isn't a pandemic, and building up your immune system. So regardless of what happens, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. And don't switch sides. Whatever you do, just understand what side you riding on. Understand what
Yeah.
side you riding on. Understand what your side doing. What we done already said what the play is. So we done called the play.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be intimidated. You know what I'm saying? Don't get shook. You know what I mean? Don't goddamn don't call an audible after we done broke out the huddle, man. This is what we doing, all right? We sitting
Mm-hmm.
tight until further notice. And
Mm-hmm.
shit, don't let nobody who ain't gonna be impacted the same way you and your community gonna be impacted tell you to do anything otherwise. You understand that? You let them take their goof ass out there to the beaches. You let them take their asses and fill up the casino. You let them take their asses out there in the barbershops and shit, man. Let them do that. When Kemp walk his family out there, you know what I'm saying? I'd be sitting my ass right home at TV laughing at their head. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And I think everybody else should take that same approach, bro. Man,
And,
don't be no duck, no guinea pig, man, no motherfucking goofy for nobody.
and what I say, man, this shit is bigger. I keep telling people this is bigger than COVID, bro. This is about solidarity. Regardless of what you feel personally, part of the problem is that our community is already too dissected. So
Right?
if she's the one that we elected and our generals say move, that's how
That's
we
right.
gonna move.
Yeah, without
That's how we
question.
gonna move.
Without question, man. I mean, man. So, did you see the clip? There's a clip out, right? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it may be Anderson Cooper, and he was interviewing the mayor of Las Vegas, I believe. Uh, so I believe the mayor of Las Vegas was trying to justify and rationalize her position as to why she felt the casinos and hotels and the tourism of Las Vegas should reopen. And he basically stated the facts and said, well, people are gathering, they're all touching slot machines, they're all breathing in circulated air. It's not Anderson Cooper. Okay, cool. Please correct me. Let me know who it was. Anyway, and and just talk about how it's a petri dish for the virus to spread, not only within Las Vegas, but people who travel to Las Vegas will travel back to their cities and countries and continue. You dig what I'm saying? To further spread this virus. And ultimately she said it's not her responsibility. Let them figure it out. Let the people let the people who out there figure it out. Okay, now that takes me back to the old phrase: you keep watching the person long enough, they will show you who they are. If you listen to a person long enough, they will tell you exactly what it is you should know. And that's how they feel. Let them figure it out. Okay, cool, y'all. We figuring it out. Y'all sit y'all head down.
Chip, what I'll say, bro, is it just surprises me how every time white people as a whole, I don't mean individuals, I mean as a whole, they have always moved a certain way.
Yeah.
And every time something happens, I don't understand why we can't pull together as a whole and see that there's a systemic problem.
Right.
These folks ain't move no different. It's about finances. When people talk about reforming the jail system, well, it was never about justice for them. It was about free labor
Right.
through the 13th Amendment.
Right.
You know, these, when the governor decided to open the state up, he opened places that people like us frequent more.
Right.
Like you said, it's not hard. It's easy to see.
Right.
So understanding that, it shows that it's always been a plan for us. America wasn't built for us, it was built on top of us.
That's real.
So those of us who know better, bro, that's why I respect what you're doing so much, bro. You taking your platform and opening it up so your people can see.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
if they ain't seeing it, I'm just putting it in their faces. It default, they showing it to them. The governor of Texas said there are more important things than living. Now that's a true ass statement. But if I die, it ain't gonna be on no bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? If I die, man, it can't just be goofy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to be for a purpose. It's gonna have to be for a cause. And I'm gonna have to take 3 of them with me. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, what I'm trying to get our people to see is we have to stop treating our lives the same way that they believe or we have to stop treating our lives the way that they think the value of our lives are.
Right.
What I mean by that, man, is like, bro, for people to say, and I saw it in one of your comments, like, bro, when they open up the stuff that's important to them, then that's one thing. But when you outwardly see that they're experimenting with our people and they're experimenting with people that look like us,
Right.
we have to move different.
That's real. That's real. It's the Tuskegee experiment all over again. You know what I'm
And
saying?
be clear with the Tuskegee experiment. What a lot of people don't know is that wasn't a side company. That was the United States government
Yes. So
experimenting on our people.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And injected, and people thought they were getting free health care.
Yep.
Okay. Poor people in Tuskegee, Alabama thought they were getting free health care from the government, the United States government. They gave them vaccines and injections
Yep.
that later gave them, was it syphilis,
Yeah, it was
herpes?
syphilis. It was syphilis.
It was syphilis. They gave them syphilis for generations, and caused deformities in their bodies. You know what I'm saying? With no reparations now.
Yep. And these are the same people that put smallpox in the plate of
Yeah,
Native Americans.
for the Trail of
And
Tears.
that's why when people talk and say that we're conspiracy theorists, I then turn around and say, how is it a conspiracy theory when I can prove to you that it happened?
That's right.
I can give you actual facts. I don't deal in theories.
That's
You
right.
know, the only time that I talk in theory is when I see what can happen, what I can put together what has happened in the past, and I can see what can happen in the future. And we don't seem to listen. I told somebody something, Tip, and I think it relates to you also, bro. I said, as much as our people talk about Jesus,
Right.
but when people do the same thing that Jesus did, we put him on the cross before our oppressors do. What you're doing now is Jesus' light. You're warning the people.
Yeah.
You're illuminating the people to what can happen to them if they move in the wrong way. And if people don't listen, then that's on them.
You shall perish. And not just you.
For a lack of
You shall surely perish. You know what I'm saying? But not just you, bro. Your nana and your aunties and your uncles, and you know what I'm saying? Like, why in the fuck would you even put them at risk and in danger in that way?
Over stuff that usually means nothing. You know, if you out here trying to make sure that your employees can eat or your employees got a job or something like that, I understand your hustle and your grind, but just to get back to something that means nothing in the first place is a problem, bro.
Yeah. We do not have. Yeah. We do not have the. We don't have the luxury of being oblivious no more. You know what I mean? That's all I want to do. I just want to put. I want to put all the facts out there.